Hello and welcome to your weekly affirmation and color card. I hope you guys are well. I know I am a bit late. You won't get this until Monday. Life happened. I have to say this because it's just like I think people need to understand um, that, just because you're a healer or a therapist doesn't mean that you don't go through things. Um, you know, on a dark note, uh, you know, therapists, there's a very high suicidal rate in that area. You know, people hearing what you guys are going through, like that's why I kind of wanted to get into this. Especially the things that I've gone through. You know what I'm saying? So this week, I'm not even exactly sure. Excuse me. Uh, the 8th, ninth. Deep breathing was kind of coming up. It just kept coming up. So for those of you out there might be just struggling with life, don't forget to breathe. Like, you know, this is a relationship card. It says, I tell the truth with grace and love, and my relationships are transformed. Look at that doggy. Maybe sitting excuse me, in your own truth with the relationships that you have, um, family, friends, uh, saying your truth in the most positive way can get you a lot further sometimes. Um, and also just being more vocal with what you need and who you are. Um, that goes a long way. Like I said this a couple weeks ago, but being yourself is what is needed sometimes. And it's something that I actually have a hard time with myself. It takes a lot of courage to be you, you know. Um so, maybe you need to sit down and write down what you actually are feeling on the inside before you tell, your parents. Like those are always things. Um it's okay to struggle with saying things, you know. Knowing knowing how to say things is the graceful part. You know what I'm saying? Because figuring out how to put things into sentences from what's up here is a situation in and of itself. So it's just like, you know, figuring out what words you actually want to say is also part of the process. All right? So have grace and love within yourself for your loved ones out there who are trying to be on your side. Because obviously, if you're talking to them, you guys are trying to work together. You know what I'm saying? And then the color card is orange. Nurture yourself. Do not be afraid to be a little selfish. If you need to take a step back from a situation, let that be known. Like, you know what, I think I might be going off the rocker a little bit, and I need to take a step back and get into my room and, talk to myself. Like, please give me a day, give me an hour. I need to sit with myself and talk to myself. um, Orange is the sacral chakra, if I am right with my chakras. And it's a sexual drive. That's kind of what I'm working on with myself. Sorry, I don't have here. number 16. I don't want to get you, but it's kind of deals with like who you are. And then in the book, it helps to heal digestive ailments as well as chest and kidney disorders. Assists with the treatment of asthma, fear, loneliness, spasms, tension, inflammation, colds, and depression. Improve your immunity, vitality, and stamina, and awaken your sexual, and creative energy with orange. Allow orange rays to increase your happiness and confidence. Like with women, they say drinking orange juice helps with your feminine situations, like the uterus and the period. I mean, so, go out. It's crazy because they always say go out and do something. But sometimes not doing something is also doing something. You don't always have to get up and go to feel better. One of the coping mechanisms, like healthy coping mechanisms that I do, is I will take a nap. I will go to sleep, and I kind of wake up with a leveler head. In the meditation right after I wake up from, the slumber, is they're usually pretty profound, so don't be afraid to take a step back and think about yourself more in situations, because if you don't have you, no one else will. If you don't know who you are, then your outside world isn't gonna know who you are. Your outside world is always gonna be able and have the ability to dictate how you are and how you react to things. You know what I'm saying? So, and it goes into the deep breathing, breathe into who you are and bring that person out, even if it's a little bit ugly. Good cannot be without bad, and bad cannot be without good. They are interconnected. You do not know what one is without the other one being there. Sit down and think about that. If everything was all happy, it would just be like, oh, this is life. And everything was crappy, oh, this is just life. So it's just like living in this, on this earth, in this realm, and in other realms. It's all about finding a balance between the good and the bad, and the happy and the ugly. When you're not nurturing yourself, and you're not, treating the relationships that you have with respect, you don't really get where you could be going. Like, you have to turn things in more often than you're turning things out. You have to wake up and go to bed with who you are every single day. Make sure that you are okay with that person. Sometimes you're not going to love that person, but you have to be okay with who that person is. Alright, guys? I love you, and good luck this week. Drink your water, eat your vegetables, do you. Alright? Just try not to hurt people, because whatever you put out into the universe is what you get back. Alright? I love you guys. I will see you next week. Bye.